Hi, Dr. Scott here. What I want to talk to you about is the fourth pattern that can cause your thyroid to malfunction, that can give you thyroid symptoms, but it may not be a thyroid problem, which means you can have normal thyroid screening tests and like your TSH and T4, but this is the real reason why you're having issues. And what that's going to be is too many trucks. If you remember on our previous video, these TBG trucks are the ones that shuttle your thyroid hormone around. And you can have too many of these or not enough. Okay? And what happens with these is thyroid hormone has an affinity want to bind to these thyroid binding globulin trucks. And when they bind to them, they're not active. If they're hanging out in a truck being transferred all over, they're not active hormone. They have to be out of the truck and doing work at the cell. So it's kind of like you're building a house and you have all these workers that should be working on the house, but they're driving around in their trucks looking for donuts or whatever, right? That's the thing when you have too many trucks, is these thyroid hormone kind of bounces from truck to truck to truck, and they have some issues there. The other problem is going to be, that was too many trucks, sorry. The next thing is going to be not enough trucks. So you have all the workers, they're sitting on the curb ready to go, but there's not enough trucks or vehicles that take them to the work site, to the cell to turn your cell on. Most of the time what we find in that case is too much estrogen, progesterone, testosterone imbalances are the ones that can give you truck problems. So if you have those issues, sometimes we have to refer you to our medical staff to get bioidentical hormone replacement. Sometimes we can do it naturally, it depends, it's case by case with the patient. We always want to do something naturally first, but sometimes you need some hormone. The other thing that can happen is you're getting Zeno type estrogen properties, which means they're estrogen-like in your products. Many of you that are taking makeups and creams and things like that, that's going to be the problem. It's not like it has estrogen in them, but the properties, the body looks at it as if it is estrogen, so it's almost just like if you were to take estrogen. So check the products to make sure you don't have too much of that stuff going on. The last thing in particular can be plastics. We absorb so many plastics in our bodies throughout the year. Look at all the bottle of water and all that we drink each year. Be really careful with plastics, or even heating plastics in a microwave with food. That's brutal. That's not only plastic, but that's going to give you toxicities. But plastics. My suggestions for this to help reduce that is get a reverse osmosis machine. Put it under your sink in in your kitchen, and then you're gonna get a hydro flask. Put it in there. Hydro flask will keep your water cold for 24 hours. It's the best thing on earth. Trust me. Get a hydro flask, and that'll help reduce plastics in there. But the only way to know these things is you have to run the testing to know. So how do you know? Well, you're just going to be a T3 uptake that you got to pull. Okay. Not only that, is you're also you're going to need to look at T3 levels or free T3 levels as well when you have a truck problem.